Hi everyone, welcome to week two. This week I just wanted to do a quick little web cam here for you so that you know I'm real. And then to spend some time going over some of the information that we're looking at this week, because I think it helps for you to see me and for me to mention some of these things and maybe point out something that you might not have seen. So I'm sharing my screen with you right now. And as you can see under week two, we begin to move into quantitative research and how to express that in our writing. And it can be quite involved. Some of you may be a little bit more familiar with that if you have a mathematical background. And others of you may feel like a fish out of water, but don't fret about that because we're going to get through this together. So your first Monday assignment is about learning how to express in your own writing some of the descriptive statistics that your own research might produce. So they give you some samples here, and plus we do have some articles and different things for you to look at. I'm also going to post in the Monday room some other information about statistics and reliability and validity, because those are also talked about this week. So as you can see, Tuesday, we move right on to validity and reliability, what they are, how do they work in your research, what do they specifically reference in your research. So, if you want to copy and paste some of this for later review, you can also do that. If you find something in an article that you like, copy, paste it, put it in a Word document, and save it so that you can go back and you can look at some of this information at a later date. And then you do have to journal your research question. Once again, a research question, for my dissertation, I think I revised it about 15 different times. So it is constantly evolving. It is usually not the original that you stay with, because the more you learn about the research that you're going to do, you're going to realize how absolutely specific you have to be. If you say you want to research a problem in a public school, well, okay, what grade level? How many of the students are you thinking about? Because for you to go through and say, I want to look at this problem in a public high school, there are a lot of students in a public high school. There are quite a few in most places. Some are smaller than others. But generally speaking, you're talking about a lot of students. So you have to specify. So keep that in mind. Sometimes I will offer things to you just to get you to think outside of the box, and perhaps pinpoint your research question just a little bit more. So keep that in mind as you take another look at your research question this week. If you have any questions, just go ahead and post them there for me. But that research question isn't due until Thursday. And then Friday, you are designing a literature review matrix. Now, there are several ways you can do this. There are actually templates that they give you, which are very, very helpful. One of the things I did when I did my dissertation is I printed hard copies of everything, and that was a lot of paper, but it helped me. And it helped me to look at it physically and read through, highlight, note as I went along. So basically the research literature matrix is just a simple plan to get you started on knowing, here is the title, here are the authors, date publication. There's different columns in there for you to look at. Is it qualitative? Is it quantitative? What were the questions being asked? Were there hypotheses? Were there research questions for qualitative? All different kinds of things come into play. So take a look at the matrix that's presented here. It is a good start. I had a program called Mendeley, Mendelay, and I could store a lot of my articles electronically in that with a hyperlink, and then I could just, like I said, if I want a hard copy of it, I could just print that off. But that is entirely up to you. Everybody's different. We all learn differently, and we all like to look at either hard copies or electronic. We all have our little niche in there that we like. So do what works best for you. And then to end out week 2, you're going to submit your quantitative analysis of that article presented there. Motivational effects of test scores of elementary students. You're going to take a look at that. You're going to get into a feel of what looking at quantitative research looks like. And like I said, some of us are more prone to qualitative, and others are more mentally geared for the mathematical portions. So it's all fine, whatever works best for you. So just keep that in mind as you go through our material. And as always, if you have any questions, I'm here. Feel free to email me any questions at all. I'll be more than happy to help you. And good work for week 1. Hang in there, guys.